Всем приветствую, с вами Зер. Да, о.
Hey, guess. Knock, knock.
I see. Oh, that's...
Так, визития, да, следует. Эра.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain. Do return in one piece, Captain.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone. Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium. Yeah, that's my codename for, you know, our mutual friend. Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded. Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out. Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking. Just remember, you didn't hear it from me. I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct.
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh, seems almost impossible.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators. Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where they start, Doesn't that seem strange to you?
Странно.
And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course. Sure, that part is. That's why they install shredders in those boxes after all.
Стоит шредер.
But one day the shredder broke.
Шредер сломался,
No one came to
чинить его
fix it.
некому.
And since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our
Отправить жалобу,
complaints. So
поэтому,
you can imagine
представляешь,
how messy things got.
началось.
I bet your repair folks couldn't find
Спорим.
parts.
Смог
Back in
поставить
Edgewater,
ничего.
I'd have to take something
Ладно.
apart just to put another thing back together.
Что он
Might have been the paperwork.
тут делает?
Here, you have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place.
Что дальше?
At first,
Чё,
management put up an out of
страстно.
order sign, but that just seemed to worry people.
Какой он
Like they were advertising something wasn't working.
стоял на показ?
They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign
Чё,
down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it,
Чё
never
так и не
replaced it.
починил?
Doesn't that seem odd to you?
Тоже кажется, как там этот ящик изначально кажется.
The whole episode made me wonder. If they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got
Одного
connected with our
нашего
mutual
друга
friend and started
спас-
using my
положение,
position
что
here to feed him
последний
information when I
почему-то
could.
всё,
That's it, really.
держу. Чё нас просит? С министром, поговорить с охранником министра. Потом Евгений. Карту. Ты или долго не общался с Элли? Взял Элли с собой. С собой? Хрен здесь. Она такая, не такая уж и большая карта. Очень. Что тут цировать? Пойдем. Что надо забыть? Какие-то пенсионеры, блядь. Название, конечно. Все пенсионеры. Правильно. Спалят. А как спалят? Спалят.
A UDL security attendant is always prepared.
Чё-то. Что нам надо? Да. Еще второй этаж есть. Да ну чё. Чш. Получается. Тут. Ладно, погнали. Вариант, что ли? Бать, как высоко. Ой, так. Бать, как красиво.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once? Nothing wrong with stability.
Какой.
It means everything's running like clockwork. Don't you ever want to
Так, этим.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
Мэверик Джонс.
Kid, you got presence.
Есть
Natural
харизма, бэйб.
magnetism. Know what I mean?
Темный магнетизм, понимаешь?
Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we
Короче,
start
пойдет
talking
о
bits.
битах.
Listen, you
Слушай,
got an agent?
агент
Some
есть,
kind of
он
representation?
посредник. Вот он одно безумно. Что нет?
Hey, don't worry about it.
Переживает
I'm
со
gonna
мной.
take good care of you.
Пойдешь.
Listen, you got a real special
Чисто
quality, raw
харизма.
energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
Скажи, что
I'm making a feature, Space
Ну,
Pirates of Moros Prime.
это
It's
правильно.
gonna be a hit.
То,
But we still need a
что
star.
актера
And
надо
I think you got the chops.
стала.
Not so fast.
Тормози. Чё она?
First, we gotta talk about
Гонорар.
royalties.
Let's just see where this audition
Сейчас
goes, huh?
пройдем пробу, ладно?
So what do you say? You ready for the chance
Что
of a
золотой
lifetime?
билет?
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio.
Yeah.
Head to
Just-
Odeon Pictures and take the elevator.
Just-
You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Эй, долбоёб нахуй.
Level head. Feeling a little off balance? You need a level head.
Давай спро. Подожди. Да, наверх там.
Is that supposed to be a model of the system? Not super accurate.
I once treated a lady who got her hand caught in the gears.
Там
Maybe it was more worried about her rings than her fingers.
какая-то гражданин. Ты больше не гражданин.
Rizzo's purple berry
How does this
crunch.
sound?
Sugar gel flakes and purple berry flavored sour nuggets.
Ten Pictures. Ах, секретарь. Здорово.
For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left.
We're not gonna do this, are we? Promise me.
My cousin
Чё,
took
лифты
pictures.
такие километровые.
That business makes piracy look civil.
Great, you made
О,
it.
то здесь
Listen,
отлично.
I
Что
know
не
you're
в курсе,
expecting
что
a
ты
script,
ждешь от меня
but
сценария.
you're the real deal.
Что
Just go in there and
писать
do what feels natural.
вместе.
No,
Понимать.
don't
Я
question
даже не
yourself.
думаю
Just
сниматься.
feel the scene and
В
go with
смысле,
it.
посредством
I got a feeling
каждый
you'll know what to
делаешься.
do. We gave the other actors
Ну,
real
мы дали
weapons to
всем
keep
актерам
things
настоящее оружие,
authentic.
им
And
получить.
because Josh
Отлично.
is paying to see their logo on the big screen.
Платить за то на экране.
See, I
Я
knew you'd
знал,
get
что
it.
ты не испугаешься.
Now go in there,
Давай
find your
вперед,
mark,
встань на
and
место,
show us
покажи
what
нам
you
с
got.
какого-то теста. По местам.
Well, well.
Да
Here to
вижу.
stop us
Ты
at
надеешься
last,
на
Captain
стоит, капитан
Steele?
Стил.
You're too late.
Ну, пусть.
All of this settlement
Пищевая
CNP
гранула,
Hungry
голодные
Time
годы,
food
этого
pills,
там
same
говорят, теперь
nutritional
основа
value, but now with
наполнителя.
added filler,
Тоже пищевая
are
ценность.
ours.
Служит нам.
With their patented stomach
Патентовый
stuffing
эффект
effects
наполнения.
and baseline vitamin content, we will be
Я
nigh
просто
unstoppable.
Немецкий пират. Ложь.
They
Правда?
they are? What an
Вот это
unexpected
поворот.
twist.
Это раз тебе
You
удалось
may
меня
have fooled
обмануть.
me for
Это
now, but
ненадолго.
not for long.
Are we on
А
camera
снимает, если
now?
честно, я не хочу
Because I
сниматься.
really don't care to be.
Do you remember the
Что,
last
помнишь
time we
нашу последнюю
faced each other?
встречу?
The
Бушевала
Battle
битва.
of Axajack, staring one another
Раскаsis.
down across the
Дождя.
void of
Когда
space, while
Например,
flaming
друг на
debris fell like
друга
rain around
космической
us.
пропасти. Это все совершенно невозможно с точки зрения науки.
Hey, I didn't write this.
Не
Just go with
описал.
it.
Что это?
I had you surrounded and
Покажи
outgunned,
тебя, у нас
but you
большое
overcame
оружие.
my superior
Это шо?
numbers with tactical thinking
прям
and a
успешно
Hammersmith
крестом
limited edition
учением.
grenade launcher.
Переехали.
I've been waiting for
Ждал
5
целых
years
5
now,
лет.
and at last my day for vengeance
Прям
has
здесь
come.
наконец случилось. Пылать от яркой позиции.
Yes, it is. I have this whole port wired with some micro-energon transistors. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field, and the quantum chain reaction will turn this whole place into vaporized plasma. Oh, but there's nothing you can do. I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death and dismemberment waivers, because this is the end for you. Line. Never mind, I think that's scene. To the break room, everyone. I need my Moab fizzy tea. Cut. That was interesting, kid. Real novel take.
Ой, бля. Что я не качал? Щен. Ближний бой. Подним ценника. Так, это, блин, не знаю. Прикольно. Идет. Что там еще сказать?
There's my star. Walk and talk with me. Hey, listen, I appreciate what you tried there. We've got to review your footage before we make a final decision, though.
Хорошо, не очень.
Look, sometimes you just gotta wait for your break, you know? Here, take this for making the trip down here. Don't call us. We'll call you.
И пошли в жопу. Платили, да и правда все. Игорь, отсюда. Че, блядь? Вообще не. Блин. Быстрее. Очень хорошо. Дальше подпиться.
Rizzo's knock you out bar. A CCN 76
How many times have you seen terror on
Че,
Monarch?
дыра, что ли?
Terror on Monarch loses its appeal after the 50s.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budget
See that?
revenue streams,
Is it me, or could each of these homes fit all of...
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning salt.
Marilyn, is that you?
We certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
Она же меня просила что-то, забыл. Какой хуй, какой-то.
I don't know what to say. He's usually not like this. Come on, you're supposed to help me make an impression. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into, right? Are you trying to make me look bad?
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
I mean, we had other business in Byzantium, so it's not like we went out of our way. But you can't just kick us out. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors. It's the floors. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather substantial.
You what?
Of course. And we shall always harbor that joyful secret deep within our hearts.
And you'll report it to the insurance company, right?
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
That's the other problem.
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we? The neighbors would talk, and not in a good way.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Нихуя родители выдали, блять. Какая забавная история.
You're supposed to be on my side. Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to,
Сейчас вы хуй угадали, нахуй.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
Судя
Well, we're trying to avoid further embarrassment.
Они часть каста
I'm
сейчас,
afraid it would
сука,
cause quite a
раскручу вас
stir
нахуй.
if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Сейчас мы вам
Don't cause a scene.
Видишь? Шли.
Damn right, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this
Ладно.
time.
Так, на. Стери сел. Пошли.
Let's talk outside.
Низко просто.
So,
When you-
Harlow was rottener than a week-old Forrest. Big surprise. Something you need?
Это,
Can you believe those two?
Mhm.
We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
а как ты представлял себе встречу?
I thought they'd be scandalized. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
Говори. Скажи.
Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that.
Кроме
It's embarrassing, you know? And I've got a reputation to maintain.
чужого.
I'd love to know how you describe getting kneecapped.
Что случилось?
I know. This whole experience is stuck in my head
Пошли.
like a bad jingle. Just need something worse to
Слушай.
get it out.
Можно ты что-нибудь пишешь из этой ситуации, тебе решать, что им.
There, that's what I was talking about.
Это
Really, though?
честно.
Unless you mean the kind who look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not
Pretty.
exactly crawling with those. Anyway, I don't want to sift
Chance.
through this lousy
It's okay.
experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
Okay.
I could open a new account, designate that
Should've-
account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an
Yeah.
office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves. Something on your mind?
Что с Арлом?
What did I tell you? His down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it. Take a page out of my rule book. Don't trust anyone. Then it's easy. Don't get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion. See, this is what I like about you. You may not be from here, but you fit right in. You're not helping this scientist because you think that crackpot will save the colony. And here I thought I'd seen it all. This galaxy must be bigger than I'd thought. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else?
Пошли. Сделаем добрый.
What's gone into Bachmeier?
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery, and you say that every time.
I love Byzantium. What else are you going to do? Remember that stranger?
Auntie Cleo's pipe patch. All of the benefits of smoking a real pipe. None of the messy cleanup.
Смотрим, сонная филиал.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Down there, a new ship. Doesn't look like any of the corporate freighters.
But what would they be doing here?
Кстати, как мне тут?
And how did they ever get permission to land?
Perhaps we'll finally get...
В лифте едешь, музыка. А, это на корабль, да, не надо? По сути, тут же рядом. Самое в другой части планеты. Или мама.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain. Good luck, Captain.
Спасибо. Смотри, почему-то палочку.
looks like
Барон.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind. So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Мне нужно изменить. Сказать.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Сломал шею, да?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Вот как?
Are you serious?
Well, we interviewed the parents extensively. They had plenty of awkward childhood stories that illustrated their daughter's clumsiness and capriciousness.
Hey, those are entirely made up.
Furthermore, the claim spurred a whole line of fashion-related policies. It's become a very lucrative market. You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
Ладно. Как можно
Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies. And you'd theoretically add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud.
Делайте иначе приз. Собственно, страховой.
Please, my policy only covers paper cuts and wrist strain. Very well, I'll do it. But then you've got to go. Confrontations like this will raise my premiums. I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
I need a word. You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it.
Если это все, что ты хотела, могли бы мы остаться везде. Как ощущается?
I've never been prouder to stand back and watch someone else work. I'm just glad my folks aren't going to live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs. Come on, I thought we were celebrating. You want me to think about the future? Maybe you haven't noticed, but you can't even count on a bride making it into the right pocket. What's the point of planning for anything around here? Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee. Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble? You sure? Because my kind of friends will pick your pocket clean while they're getting hammered with you. You don't have to get all mushy about it. Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours. So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests. Don't mention it. Really, this feels weird enough as it is. Something on your mind?
Или получается смерти. А что там? Пило, короче, погнали. Обратно в Византию. Короче, насколько я понял, если мы напарникам помогаем, у них открывается дополнительная способность.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Так, следующее задание. Так, последний эксперимент. Здесь фол блоку. Кэтрин. Как Кэтрин? Пойдем. Что про это? Ох. А, блять. А также в этом же доме живет, что я не понимаю. Че? Там доктора. Он тоже золоченый. Так, а что нам делать-то? Нет? На втором этаже. Чат. Ждать? Записи. Станция. Должен. Первое. Выкладывать. Разблокировать вход. Это у нее по тайму оказывается. Ауз. Тайная лаборатория. Прикольно. Так.
That's far enough. What are you doing here?
Как вы попали
How did you
внутрь?
even get inside?
Так, носатая, заткнись нахуй. Ваша инопланетная телепатия мне не страшна. Лидия Хаген послала.
If anyone ever tries to
Он
off me,
попробует от
I
меня
hope they do it
избавиться,
with the
надеюсь,
same
сделать это
professional
с той же
courtesy.
профессиональной защитой.
Hagen.
Первое.
I've never heard of her.
С коллеги.
Is she from the
Я
board?
знаю, что с...
Damn it. I knew this would happen.
Почему коллеги хочет вас убить? Лидия руководит на первых. Прошлое начальство немного перед...
That's a gentlemanly way of putting it, Captain.
She's obsessed with
Я жена инопланетянами.
This is utter
Чё я не понимаю?
nonsense. I've never
Даже
even
никогда
been to
не был
Groundbreaker.
первопроходцем. Вы были в Касаде, станция 84. Уже грязный.
What happened to the team?
Осталась моя команда.
Tell me you
Пожалуйста,
didn't move
скажите,
their
что вы не
suspension
трогали
tanks.
их. Субъект занял лабораторию вашего края, слуги теперь стали украшением для офиса. Лидия выбросит ваших спящих душой в суд. У нас
Small
слабое
consolation.
утешение. Моя
My
команда лучшая
team, the finest minds of their
Хотели
generation,
усилить,
reduced to salvage.
что они пытались доказать правде. Крайне более.
We were trying to prove that the colony could survive the crisis bearing down on us.
Кризис. Какой кризис? Это секретная информация.
You can write me up in your report.
Разными рапорт.
It hardly matters.
Изучай.
I'm researching a new way to feed the colony.
Колонию.
The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
Так. любопытно. Снятно.
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have. Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough.
Фильм 100%.
There are other teams. We didn't want to experiment on human test subjects, so we used the only resources we had. Each other. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back. You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
Так, вы знаете, Уилсон. Что думаешь?
The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? Alien conspiracy? No. What? Did you hit your head on your way in or something? I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive. Wrong answer.
Look out!
What do you think you're doing? Oh. I guess, never mind then.
Сохранить доктор Чартрет. Пизда. Правильно, пригодится. Со старпер. Дать.
I believe your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path, yes? Sublight's money is inconsequential in the face of ethics.
Да.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker. Remember that you are no...
Живая. Право.
Is it done? Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file. Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species, or are we finished here? You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start. Out of my office. We're done.
This is why I always ask for half my payment up front.
You think maybe she's got an itchy trigger finger? I don't want to find out.
Прям разбит. Сделалось. Хе-хе-хе. Хуя. Живи. Что за... Типа. Сновки надо. Почти. С вами заниматься.
Is it done? Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file. Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species? Or are we finished here? Seeing as you're the first one to complain about my paranoia, have you ever considered that you might be the problem? Out of my office. We're done.
This is why I always ask for half my payment up front.
You think maybe she's got an itchy trigger finger? I don't want to find out.
CNP Borstworth. It's not...
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt the regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
gracious. I was just sitting down for tea. I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Don't make any smart moves.
I don't have time for this.
Glad to see a friendly face. What'll it be? Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the pivotal game into question. Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims. A tossball first. Coaches and referees and if this behavior could lead to an unfair battle.
Quiet, Cap.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. Hard cider for a hard life.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you looking close at their cargo.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
That episode from a few weeks ago was
Hey, stand back, you. I'm part of Mr. Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times. Yep, you're looking at the minister's newest personal guard. Right here. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all. He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone. Yep, I've nearly made it to the top, my friend. I'm just 2 promotions away from on-the-job bathroom breaks. That's a great idea! I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here. I reckon he's had a fair number already.
Sure have, because today's my big day.
He's got powerful good ears, too.
And a powerful thirst. You have a Spectrum vodka for a new pal? Here's to me. Hey, you are really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm
Face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another?
Шно есть, пей, дружок.
Not every day you get your dream job, right?
Давай, давай. Чек надо.
Wow, you've got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a manosaur. You got a manosaur energy. Oh, Laws. I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you. I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that. Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like purple berry crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick. I just need to sit down.
Ай, ранник. Раз. Ранник, блин. Катман. Бля.
You must be joking. Out of here. And undesirables, and your plan is to sit idly by.
And what would you have me do?
I don't know. Something. Anything. You're the security expert. Secure the situation.
Byzantium is perfectly secure. You're under the watchful eye of UDL security.
Yes, you've set the slope. Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of How splendid. Another rung leech wandering through the streets of Byzantium. Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens are, what they really need is more greasy vagrants frolicking through them. And here you are, frolicking. Admittedly. Now if only you could gracefully take a shower, preferably in whatever hovel you came from. Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness. I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was the CIO at Tile, you see. I just told you. My grandfather made millions of bits as CIO, and I earned them from him. Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to you, it's earned. My grandfather taught me that. If you have wealth, you're successful, and if you're successful, you must have earned it. Honestly, it's a simple concept. Chief Idea Officer. He came up with all the best ideas for their products. You know the font they use for Stogie Slims? That was him. Well, he described the idea of it to their font development team, then picked it from a list of choices, but that's basically the same thing. It was a very long list. Let's see. He picked the colors they included in rainbow chips. No one else wanted purple, but he insisted. Everyone loves the purple ones. And you know how the Cosmic Smokes logo has an eye in the middle of a hexagon? He said that one came to him in a dream. He was a true visionary, so far ahead of his time. You're welcome. Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee? What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal hygiene. This city is meant for us, the system's finest. We earned its luxuries. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful. And this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse. Oh, do spare me your petty judgment. It's beneath me. Millions and millions of bits beneath me. By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else is even allowed to go there. Tell me, how is that fair? Oh, by the law. I mean the principle of it, not the mechanics. It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it weren't guarded, I'd... You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to investigate this travesty, and you get paid to do so?
She's got a point. We're probably gonna get shot at anyway. Might as well make a few bits.
Yes. Listen to your... What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Or do you just keep them around as a mobile armrest? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is a fabulous arrangement, and you'd be thrilled to lend me your services. Aren't you? Did you miss the part where I said I'd pay you? That's all the reason someone like you should require.
Не требуется. Не требуется, дай мне повод получше. Вас на пол. То я сам окажусь.
Better than money? Let's see, there's... No. The thrill of discovery. Like in an Aetherwave adventure. People love those, right? Don't you want to see what the retirement district is like?
Нет, ладно. Куда схожу, у меня на эти деньги.
Fantastic. Consider yourself employed, vagrant. I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. You'd never get in that way. Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree, which you do. How fortunate for you. These codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry about subtlety. I don't care how you deal with security, just correct this injustice at all costs. The same way anyone gets anything here, of course. I made friends with the right people. Bits might earn you a place in Byzantium, but that means everyone here has little need for more of them. For favors like this, you need to spend... let's call it social capital.
Понятно. Аналогично. Так. Ладно. Шли. Здесь, что ли? Пользуйтесь пароль в программе. России. А. Попроси. Все богатые. Все богатые. Ниш. Еще ниже. А еще ниже. Раз. Тонна. Так, вместе должен быть лифт.
So what if all those MSI suits made it on Monarch this whole time? I could do it. Easy.
Anti-Cleo's antibiotics. Take comfort in knowing that anything antibiotics cannot stop will probably kill you quickly. C&P chicken and potatoes. At C&P, we know our C&P.
I only...
Как мне спуститься?
Wish they weren't showing so many Spacer's Choice ads in the commercial breaks.
Пока моя не поднять.
Spacer's Choice dehydrated water tablets. Just add air. Now available in carbonated.
А, он где-то у меня. Сегодня. Ага. Как мы? Давка. По лестнице. Твоя мать.
Great work.
Понятно. Просто халява. Конечно, здесь то, что я хотел.
I think we can both agree that Maverick Johnston is the finest director in Halcyon.
My dear fellow, you've no idea. I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here. Oh, what are you doing here? Well, there's nothing to see here. Nope, nothing at all. Laws, I knew it. You got me. I'm caught, aren't I? I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's not my fault, okay? Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to stretch their little legs. And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little distracted now and then. They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnels. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminator mechanicals. Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell them apart from common sewer sprats. They have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Also, they're white rather than green. Please, do take care, and do mind the exterminator mechanicals. If the worst should happen to my little darlings, well, I still want their bodies. For science, of course. I still am. After all, I'm a person of very little influence and only middling prospects. No one does favors for free. But I must say, I'm far too distressed to think critically about your suspiciously kind offer.
А, то есть вот так вот. Я как раз в подвал спустил.
Processing, sanitation, and cleanup required.
Сюда, сука.
Trespassers terminated. System. Area sweep now.
Что, ебанулся, что ли? Это же консервная банка ебаная. Тут работники дали. Как там девки развлекаются.
Time for a drink?
От нервную дрожь. Эффекты. Минус 1 ловкость, минус 1 касательность. 1 твердость духа. Сюда, сука, маленькая. Опять попался. Да. Думаю, здесь терминал. Ай, блядь.
Unexpected.
Look out!
Ебать, я твою нахуй. Жирный крыс, блядь. Шо, ебать, ебанулся?
Aw, I was hoping we could bring him home. You'd let me have a giant sprat, right, Captain? As long as I fed it?
Я там жирный крыс, блядь. Видели эту жирную крысу? Там нажрала говна. Да? Рядом находится. Здесь терминала нету, да? Задание. Чисто случайно.
Any luck finding my sprats? Truly? Why, this is marvelous! And all safe and sound. Oh, Reginald, Philippa, Bonda, Haru, Iskander, Evelyn! I'm never letting you out of my sight again! Please, take this. It's not much, but it's the best I can offer for the safe return of my darlings. Now, I've got to get back to the lab before my supervisor logs my absence.
Out with it, you wretched contraption! Does nothing in this city work anymore?
Don't you think we ought to go
Терминал Таль.
I tell you what.
Spacer's choice.
The dissidents actually took over the
Real atmosphere becoming
Попасть.
great on mistakes.
Move along.
A UDL security attendant is always prepared.
Блять, ну как-то же.
Anti-Cleo's ketchup. Organic.
Здесь что ли? Да, серьезно?
No, I won't. I'll blame it on you.
Да едет. Ah.
That's the last of them.
Finally. Is it just me, or are we getting more and more retired?
Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few, have been selected to spend the rest of your days living the high life in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse, furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture's deluxe Some assembly required. 24/7 Furniture is not responsible for any injury, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process. After you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore your new home. Why not go for a bite at one of our many restaurants, like CNP's Blazing Borscht Barbecue or Rizzo's All-You-Can-Crunch Cereal Buffet? Or maybe you'd like to head to the bar and enjoy an ice-cold Zero-G brew by Spacer's Choice. Zero-G brew, an ale that's good for what ails you. Although in the early retirement district, nothing will.
А то есть их нахуй тут сжигают, что ли?
Complimentary for the entirety of your stay, courtesy of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. So relax, grab a refreshment from one of our vendors, and enjoy specially constructed welcome center. While you're here, check out the displays for some fun facts, early retirement programming for lucky clocks. Then, once you're ready, enter the elevator at the end of the hall and leave your troubles behind. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Today is the first day of your early retirement. Congratulations. Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement.
Чё, сука, жестяные банки приедешь? Это доставили машину, что ли, блядь?
Spend the rest of your days living the high life in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury tent, furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture's Deluxe False-Wood Collection. Some assembly required. 24/7 Furniture is not responsible for any injuries, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process. After you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore your new home. Why not go for a bite at one of our many restaurants, like CNP?
Вот это пенсионерская.
Halt. Such lockpicking is illegal. What do you think you're doing?
Что вы себе позволяете? Так. Красуха.
This worker is entirely lawful.
Готовка, что ли? Дальше проход. Прицепа. Да, нам. Бегите. О. Это же тоннели. Просто эту дверь не могут. Че-то. Тебе позвали. Чё хочу, то иди. Шел ты на. Через стену. Да. Сама. Скажи. Тенер. Гай. Ты вообще.
Oh, there. That's what. I must admit, I'm getting a certain thrill out of our little arrangement. If this goes well, perhaps I'll start hiring wandering delinquents to handle all of my affairs. It is going well, I hope.
Блять, ладно, не столько жестокий.
What? You mean it's just a sham they perpetuate so they can dispose of the rabble? That's brilliant. To take the most burdensome members of our society and simply remove them. Oh, I'll never doubt the wisdom of the board again. Why, I had no reason to be envious at all. What a relief. Just as any professional should be, even if your profession is violently inclined vagrant. Now then, to the matter of your fee. What, because of the violence? They were just auto-mechanicals. But suit yourself, I suppose. In any event, while I'm deeply grateful for the peace of mind you've brought me, I will need some solitude to fully bask in it. So if there's nothing further... Ah, if it isn't my favorite vagrant in the system, what can I do for you? Of course I am. Now I know for certain that this is the pinnacle. There's nowhere more beautiful, and no lifestyle more luxurious. I deserve the very best our society has to offer. I earned it, and thanks to you, I know that I have it. Wouldn't you rest easier too in my position? Why would I waste energy being upset over deaths I didn't even know about? And why would the board waste resources on those who aren't productive? Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee?
Кажем. Тварь нахуй. Да наебу. Шума. В сути, мне вообще похуй. Богатая тварь.
Oh, there. That's what... I must admit, I'm getting a certain thrill out of our little arrangement. If this goes well, perhaps I'll start hiring wandering delinquents to handle all of my affairs. It is going well, I hope. I knew it. I just knew it. What a disaster. Did you get a good look around? What was it like? Truly? Why, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. I can't believe they kept this from us. From me. The nerve. The audacity. Here, take your payment. I have to fetch my things. I don't care what I have to do. They'll give me luxury or give me death.
I feel like I ought to be more conflicted about this.
Пошла она нахуй. Погоди. Пускай теперь. Любим. Какая кабина. Свою.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics. That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS. Minister Clark's a private man, and you're asking too many questions.
Балтон. Гандон вонючий. Ой, старайтесь. Система. Система. Вообще? О, нет. Чепух.
Wish I could do that.
Я курьер. Стив. Что мы с этим министром-то, блядь, вообще должны сделать еще?
There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Chasing us off already? This feels familiar.
Ma'am, please don't cause a scene.
I want you to know I'm holding back for your sake.
Do you have any actual business here, or... Yeah? Let's see it. Looks like your papers are in order. All right, go on through.
Хорошо.
Rumor has it someone's pulling doubles until the retirement district.
How did you get in here?
Just check.
You! You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
Oh, my law. Captain, Captain, that's the minister! Mr. Clark! Oh, wow.
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another aether wave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, that's the only way these morons understand anything. I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself. Then you're not part of Rockwell's PR team. That means you're a dissident? A real live dissident? But what are you doing here? And how did you get in? Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak. I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this guy is definitely not.
Will that be all, then? Stars, they're getting denser by the day.
Он мне намекает,
I
я
shall
понимаю.
endeavor to speak more slowly. Is this better?
Пить не хочет.
You do? Oh, this is such a relief. You've no idea how long it's been since I spoke to someone with more than a modicum of intelligence. This again? I really don't know about any chemicals. Process of elimination. The only other person with access? Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way. You are a quick study, indeed. I've long suspected Rockwell of transacting business in my name, but this proves it.
You've been all alone in this house? Would you like me to make you tea?
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and still.
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly due.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter. Halcyon Holdings Corporation, the collective of companies that run the colony together. Allegedly in partnership with the Earth Directorate and appointed Minister of Earth. Via the Acropolis district, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what Rockwell's done with the place. A gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater. The man has too much money and too little sense. The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think to look. Wait. Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here. What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
But they wouldn't get here for... I don't even know. Shouldn't we do something our own selves?
It's worth a try, but the Earth Directorate still needs that message. We must hope for their intervention. Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat. And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis district.
Так. Получается. Смотри, офис. Это что? А. Там можно... Быстро. Окей. Проси, как?
Did you hear? Marjorie Dalton and Archibald.
The Acropolis district is off limits. Move along.
Ты не против, если я тут таскать с собой?
You could have asked me, you know.
Ну-ка мне.
What in the law's name are you on about?
Женись. Что он собой?
Honest mistake. Why don't you come back another time and we can take this from the top?
Добро. Да. И... Что-то там. Дайте.
Something on your mind? It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks so... Even the bribes are overpriced. That's what I've been saying.
Так. Вот. Чаще. Да. денег. Да. А, это докторишка это. Вау. А если я сейчас в наглую хочу пойти? Это сука мне скажет.
What is it now? Yeah, and I'd really like a new Hammersmith grenade launcher. Hammersmith, the most trusted brand in brutality. But we can't all have what we want. And seeing as you don't seem the executive sort, you obviously don't belong in the Acropolis district.
Великолепно.
Hey, I've been trying to get a post at the HHC, but they keep turning me down on account of my odious interpersonal skills. Or something. Anyway, I've worked here long enough to know every clerk by name and face. And since I don't know yours, you ain't getting through. You're new to the ministry? You one of those lab coats they promoted from a company town? That was yours? Wow. You earned that promotion, all right. So you start tomorrow, huh? You know, they should have set you up with an ID 6 to 8 weeks ago. You do that. Yeah, all right. You're good to go.
Наебал систему. Пусть сидит.
Captain, I stand out here like a big, greasy thumb. That Chief Junlei sure seems well, huh?
Беатрис Рейхерт. И нахуй не ближе. Так. Именно. Наверху.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals.
Так, а как мне наверх попасть? Лифт напрямую. Да. Пошли.
State your business. Please step away. This entry is for high priority HHC business only. Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form. Now, let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms? Well, how nice for you. Do you have any idea how long it takes to request new forms? Or how many citations I'll get for impeding HHC business in the meantime? Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
Сейчас.
Hey, take your time. Where are we headed? got time. Ready when you are.
Excuse me, just a moment. Is there something I can do for you?
One person gets all this space. Just to sign papers all day?
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, And that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
I beg your pardon, Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
Бля.
What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
Останавливается. Это как тут пиздешь жили. Типа. Это так ли? Сейчас всех разбудить? Что как? Что? Должно. Тоже лучше. Сколько там вниз надо? Как?
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging my stationery. Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby. The art of arranging stationery is a never-ending source of joy and satisfaction. Will there be anything else? Personal assistant... Ah. Oh, you were being serious. I'm obliged... Will there be anything else?
Kind of. Полазить придется. Крафт.
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That would be downstairs, still in the cafeteria.
That scientist? The one who's been hounding the clerks? Ooh, gives me the shivers.
Don't let the guards hear you at.
Don't let the guards hear you asking questions or peeking in the back.
Чай. Втором.
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance.
It's okay. I'm a doctor.
I don't care if you're a brain surgeon. If you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Worth a try. You'd be surprised how often that works.
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point. I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list.
Этаж может. Второй этаж. Кстати. Копи. Чё? Поэтому.
Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
That's right. You weren't here when it happened. Some UDL officers took him into custody.
Oh, law, what did they take him for?
UDL's been questioning anybody with possible connections to Phineas Wells.
Sorry,
And,
I
well,
shouldn't talk.
Tillman designed all those wanted posters.
So UDL's...
Sorry, I'm kinda in the middle of something. I knew it. He's eating your lunch too, isn't he? That greedy little cysty pig. This is great. I finally have someone else to complain to.
Do these people got nothing else to occupy their time? Complaining is a competitive sport in Byzantium.
You get your turn. Right now, we're talking about Theodore. Oh, that's no problem. I can get you into the lab. In fact, let's go there now. Theodore's out right now, but we should be ready when he gets back. That way, everyone can see you chew him out. This is going to be so good. Hold, I need a favor. Think you could let my friend through just this once? After all, you still owe me.
Fine. But I don't want to hear anything about the catch-up packet incident ever again. And he's on his own if he runs into the guards downstairs.
You're the best, Holt.
So what if all those MSI suits made it on Monarch this whole time? I could do it, easy.
Enough.
I won't tell.
Склад.
What? What was that? No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm going to need to see some identification. Let me guess. She's still holding the catch-up packet incident over Holt's head, right? We've talked to her before. She can't keep letting her special friends down here. Just get out of here. I don't want to catch you hanging around. Something wrong, right?
Нужно что-то замутить.
What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157? That batch failed spectacularly.
I saw it there. Never accounted for, so I had to.
Were statistically Now get to work.
Something's
They're on us.
not right.
Open fire! Don't hurt me! I don't want to die!
What? What was that?
I really should concentrate on what I'm doing.
Nice and easy.
Коробца, блять. Чайка.
let the record show that subject 23K's cause of death is cerebral vascular.
What a pleasant surprise. Thanks to you, Reginald, Philippa, and the rest are up to their old games of deception and
Ты мне
seduction.
должен помочь.
But what are you doing here? On the other side of the lab? Why, that requires a top-level clearance. After all, we're running low on the stuff. I really shouldn't be doing this. But you did help me out. Take this key card. It'll get you into the hibernation lab where the remaining dimethyl sulfoxide is. If you're seen by any of the guards, however, I'm afraid I can't help. Good luck.
Спасибо. Можно? Конечно, тихо. Остался.
What?
They got the job. What?
Это пакет.
Developing new Tyleritos flavors may be glamorous, but our work is vital to the colony.
What? Huh?
No!
What?
Бус. Тоже.
Thought I saw something.
Make him regret it.
Huh? Something. Huh?
Если честно.
Incoming!
I'll take this one.
Чё мне?
Take a look.
Чейни. See.
What was that?
Here we go.
You picked it. Here I come.
Сука, мне нахуй. считать так, что...
Watch out!
Чё они? Нахуй. Присняли. Сейчас. Какой? Они. Так, потом. Состоит. Через...
Thought I saw something.
Это у меня здесь.
Mine's playing tricks on me.
Look out! That's the last of them. They got the drop on us.
Он далеко это. Риск отменить. Смести жизнь. Предприятие. Моменты движения. Нам же здесь надо, да? Так. Еще раз. Сейчас. Знаю. Пару долбоебов. Пару. Шествовать. Halcyon. Руси. Все пидоры сейчас нахуй.
Something you need?
Я могу собрать?
Sure thing, Captain. I'll be waiting back at the Unreliable if you need me.
Us.
Something on your mind? Okay, see you around.
Кого-то из них ставить. отсюда.
System invested.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
You, sir.
What? Something's not right.
Yes. Сменял. Упс. Аж.
If you don't, you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career. You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us. He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal. Wells was our mistake. We failed to apprehend him for years. I'm asking you to help me correct that mistake. I'm sending you my access code. Contact me from Wells's terminal. When you're done, come speak to me in my office.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain? Now arriving at Phineas's top-secret orbital lab. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me. What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
Все.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved. Human test subjects. Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
Только не надо эту драму. Химикаты, которые...
Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, 10. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers. Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope. Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab. Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful? You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately. I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it. You absolutely should. The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, she'll suspect you betrayed her. I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. That should buy me some time. The enemy is bound to discover my hideout sooner or later. I'm prepared for that eventuality. This is just my way of buying myself a little time. Use my communications terminal to corrupt the tracking signal. While the board busies themselves trying to decipher it, I'll have plenty of time to prepare my defenses.
Ладно, и старый.
Certainly. How can I help?
It wouldn't
surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny. Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
So, sneak onto a lost colony ship and skip it across the system. What could go wrong?
That should do it. You've bought me more than enough time.
Captain, you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Unfortunately, Dr. Wells found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint his location. Still, it's only a matter of time before we find him. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony. Meet me in my office. I've authorized your ship at my personal landing pad.
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I might say, considering she didn't sign off. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Сука. Говорил Кашин. Ай. Пальцы. Да. Нужно, конечно, к этой суке слетать. Че она? Что-то... Это овца.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Not so fast.
Что надо?
All right, you're clear. The adjutant's expecting you. Go on.
Так, что только было предложено. Вообще неохота с этим пидором связываться.
I admit part of me expected you to stand by your old friend. For better or worse, Wells was responsible for putting you back on your feet. That said, he's also a wanted criminal. For information regarding his whereabouts, you are entitled to collect a reward from Percival. I understand you've infiltrated the Ministry. The things you discovered there must have been shocking, even disturbing. Halcyon is on the verge of a total systems collapse. The truth is ugly and difficult to accept, but we must accept the truth before we can move forward. Malnutrition is already a problem. Disease will come next, followed by starvation, followed by a breakdown of society, followed by extinction. I know this must come as a surprise to you. I imagine you have questions.
Is that why we were suffering plague in Edgewater? Malnutrition? All those folks sick and dying, and you knew why the whole time?
Yes, Miss Holcomb, we knew why. We've known for some time that Edgewater was dying. The colony itself is dying. The suffering you experienced in Edgewater, the disease, the starvation, will soon spread across Halcyon unless we act.
What's in this for you? There's gotta be an angle. There always is for people like you.
I appreciate your skepticism, Dr. Fenhill, but I'm not doing this for any personal gain. My angle is the preservation of our colony by any means possible. Nothing more, and nothing less. I won't pretend the truth isn't damning. Yes, the colony is on the verge of collapse, but there is a way to save it.
Okay.
I'll answer however I can.
The lifetime employment program is not some malevolent strategy of an evil mastermind. There's no dark secret buried in the fine print. The program is logical, it's reasonable, it's merciful, and most importantly, it will work. Byzantium is the beating heart of our colony. And as long as Byzantium survives, Halcyon may one day recover from the collapse. We must protect this city at any cost. Help me execute the lifetime employment program. And you will have earned a place of honor in Byzantium. You will live in comfort and want for nothing. We've already crossed the point of no return. The collapse has already begun. You must have noticed the signs in Emerald Vale. Malnutrition, disease, high mortality rates. This is a permanent famine, Captain. We've done all we can to curb their hunger. Very soon, people are going to realize they're starving. A famine is a problem of logistics as well as marketing. Your workers must remain productive on as little food as possible, and they must always believe that food is plentiful. I'm sure you remember Dr. Anton Crane. His research was instrumental in developing a powerful appetite suppressant. The solution is a temporary one. Before long, our workers are going to feel the effects of starvation. The Lifetime Employment Program is our only viable option. When you turned Phineas Wells over to me, I knew I could rely on you. You've demonstrated your ability to place duty above sentiment. And you deliver results. That quality alone is enough to separate you from the board's army of indecisive bureaucrats. Do you know how many meetings I have to sit through? How many papers I have to sign before I can make one decision? I'm only trying to rescue Halcyon from extinction. I can't save this colony alone. I need someone capable of working outside the system. Someone who can get things done. When I first discovered the truth, I was shocked, even disgusted. I wondered how we'd allowed a colony like Halcyon to fall into disarray. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized the colony had sown the seeds of its own destruction. We have become lazy and decadent. We smother ourselves in meaningless bureaucracies. We deliberate and argue and procrastinate. I admit, I occasionally fantasize about making an executive decision without having some tedious committee questioning my every move. Do you have any idea how much paperwork is involved in ordering someone's execution through the usual channels? It's positively maddening. We need to talk about Emerald Vale. Thanks to your meddling, Edgewater is without power. Operations have ground to a halt. You've left us with a useless town draining our resources. Edgewater needs to go. I want you to wipe the town out. No survivors.
I get that you board types are all about efficiency, but isn't this a bit much?
I'm asking your captain to amputate a rotting limb from the colony. I'd expect you to understand, Dr. Fenhill.
You're a monster.
Someone has to be. Now is not the time for half measures, Captain. I need a decision from you. When you diverted power to the botanical lab, you spelled the end of Edgewater. But the town is still hanging on, still living off whatever meager resources we send them. With every passing day, Edgewater leeches more of our limited resources. The town is a rotting limb, and we must be surgeons. Because right now, you're the only person I can depend on. My hands are tied by endless rolls of red tape and bureaucratic limitations. Halcyon is going to collapse while the board hems and haws and debates minutiae. We need to act, and you're the only person with the wherewithal to do what's necessary. I'm not asking you to be a murderer. I'm asking you to be a surgeon. Edgewater is a necrotic limb on the body of the colony. It must be severed.
Просто, блядь.
We don't have any other option. The colony is on the verge of collapse, and we no longer have the luxury of easy solutions. No, allowing thousands of colonists to starve to death because we couldn't make one cold-blooded decision is insane. What I'm suggesting is absolutely logical.
You talk less like a human than mechanicals I've known.
I am responsible for every single human life in this colony. Do you imagine I relish the thought of killing some of them to save the rest? Steel your spine, Captain. Do what needs to be done. Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, Captain. I rather like you, and I'd hate to have you shot for disobeying a direct order. Not true. You can choose to say, "Yes, ma'am," or "At once, Madam Adjutant," or "As you wish," or even, "I'll take care of it." I'm disappointed. I was so sure you had potential.
Да, вам всем нахуй.
So, sneak onto a lost colony ship and skip it across the system? What could go wrong?
Я тут мясо устроил на. Это вообще колония. Так, ну. Главное. Теперь мне точно поебать. Колонисты обоссаны.
What?
Табиш.
Sending a corrupted tracking signal to the board was quite clever, if I might say, Captain. We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive. If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2. Or the Sun. Forgetfulness can be an early warning sign of asphyxiation due to loss of pressurization. Are you breathing comfortably, Captain? I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive. You killed the adjutant? We are outlaws in the truest sense of the word now.
Я пошла на нахуй. игра. Колония. Там на концу. Бред.
Powers.
What was that?
Here they come. Go after them.
Better take a look.
That's the last of them.
Давай. барона. Сколько капсула? Почти 10 тысяч, но...
This must be unsettling for you, Captain.
What makes it? Action is not authorized.
An illusion anyway. That's the last of them.
Elevating threat level.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated... I see you've located the stasis chambers. Which pod were you slumbering in for so long, Captain? The missing one, I take it? That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him. Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do. Probably not, but don't let that stop you. My Constellation executables could use some beefing up. Searching. Please stand by. Ah, found one. It will go great, Captain. I am almost 4.01% certain we will not die. Wait, are you leaving me with the Hope's computer? You have no idea what it's like to converse with him. Imagine, simulate another organic jostling your circuits when he tries to... I mean, I'll be ready when you are, Captain. Are you sufficiently prepared for the task at hand, Captain? Are we doing this now? Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved? Jump-starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Well, it's been a good life.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA. Does your captain seriously intend to do a micro-jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years? On a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport. And this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now. Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Ugh. I feel like my stomach's still back where the ship used to be. I need a hard drink and a long nap.
Нахуй вообще. Sorry.
No doubt. We're still alive.
Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Thank the law you warned me. I was able to get some defenses up, but they might not be enough.
The board has sent some serious firepower to pry me out of here. They're trying to get in here, and I'm not sure I can stop them. If they capture me, if we can't communicate again, there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance? See you soon, Captain.
Chat. Давайте это оставим следующую уже трансляцию, точнее следующую эту. Смотрим дальше с этим профессором, доктором. Давайте на сегодня закончим. Спасибо. Канал ставьте на паблик, ВКонтакте. С вами был Evgenyzer. Это был как раз Walter Волс. Спасибо всем. Спасибо. Скоро. Так, пока скоро.